Good morning. Welcome to Yoga 36-ish, quarantine yoga 36-ish. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's see, what day is it? It's Tuesday. We are going to do some, just a few functional movements on our back today. And then get into more of a flow. I always like to do that first thing Tuesday. A little bit of a, not heated practice, but just breath work flowing through the body type of thing. So go ahead, get comfy and get your props. You won't need a ton today, hopefully. I wonder how many people, since doing online yoga, have begun or ordered blocks online, you know, or something like that, some props. So we'll just come into our comfy seat to start. And if you read in the posts, today we're fusing Old Faithful, peppermint and orange together. That creates for me a nice uplifting blend. Peppermint to kind of invigorate, and then orange is always like an uplifting kind of anti-anxious blend, and the combination is just Old Faithful. It's all the only way I can describe it. Okay, so we won't spend too much time here, but let me just fix this so it's not so crooked. Okay. And then, right, so go ahead and find your comfy seat. Again, if you can hear cartoons in the background. It's just a 4-year-old thing, right? So go ahead and get comfy and come into your seat, whatever that is comfy for you. Mine's usually hero or a version of hero. You could be seated, you could be in a chair. Okay, later this week we're going to do some more chair yoga later. So whatever's comfy for you, go ahead and take a moment and settle in, find where you are, take a nice deep breath in, maybe shrug the shoulders up, just start to feel your body in the space. Let it kind of just shrug off, right? A couple more times, inhale. And then shake it. Excuse me, one moment. Look at the body! Look at the body! I had just gotten done telling him, listen, when the song comes on, I'll dance with you after yoga, but don't, please try not to come in, you know, during. And so, you know, things happen. So here we go. Let's start over, shall we? Go ahead, come into your comfy seat. Let's shrug again. Breathe deep into the belly. Exhale, release. Good. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, release. A few more times. Let it be physical, right? Let the breath be physical. Feel yourself in the space, feel yourself in the body. And then as you settle in, the hands can maybe shrug down by the side, let the shoulders be nice and loose. And then just softly, as they hang there, let the hands only come up onto your lap. They could be on your thighs or your lap. And again, not too long here, just a quick centering as you root down through the sit bones and lift tall through the top of the skull. relaxing the back body, relaxing the shoulders, still lifting the heart. And just find one thing that you're grateful for today. Right, as you root down through the sit bones and lift tall through the skull. Like a puppet string being pulled up. Just one thing today that you're grateful for. Your yoga mat, your breakfast, the sleep you got maybe, the fact that you woke up today. Whatever is coming in to your bank account, whatever you ate for breakfast, one thing. Breathe into that. I know lots of people have less than that. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. We'll root down. Again, feel that breath lifting through the base of our body all the way through the top of the head. Bring our voice together for one sound of peace. Good. And as you exhale, release that. Can you tell I didn't get enough sleep last night? And then we're just going to do a couple little tiny functional things on our back. And then we'll get right up to do some flowing. So go ahead and come on to the back for a moment. Roll down. Bring your hands behind you. Drops out of the way. Arms behind you. And just reach through the hands. Keep yawning, getting oxygen into the brain. And then as you just let your knees fall in, like you're not pulling them in, you're just letting them fall from side to side. Good, just a couple more times. And then from here, we're going to bring our hands down by our side. Stretch the feet out, okay? And we're going to keep that right foot extended. And then start to bend the left one into a figure four for a moment. Now go ahead and let's see if the ankle can come right on top of the thigh, okay? And from here, you're going to let that left knee just like hang and fall. And notice how tight that hip is today. Notice the state of the hip. Okay, start to let the hands come down. And then start to engage everything kind of from the belly in and up, right? You start to point through the toes. And then what we're going to do as we engage everything, the kegels, the belly, the core, we're going to root down through the hands. We're going to start to lift that foot as we point it for 5. Keep breathing, strong core, 4, and 3, and 2, inhale. And as we exhale, release it down. Start to bend the knee, okay? So you're in your figure 4 now. Start to bring that foot forward towards you. Bounce it a few times. 3, 2. Seems like it's going to be an interrupting kind of morning, guys. C'est la vie, huh? And then as you exhale, we're going to place the hands out by the side. Drop them down. Let that left foot come all the way down. Keep the figure 4 system. And then turn your head toward the ceiling. You're going to push the hands in as you root down through the hands and like turn the shoulders. And then you can gaze in your head in the opposite direction. And then from here, you're going to use your core, root down and lift all the way back up. Go ahead, release your feet. Just wiggle out your hips side to side. And then from here, go ahead and place the right ankle on top of the thigh. Release the knee down, okay? And from here, just allow the hands to come down. Allow this hip, the right hip, to just notice kind of how it settles in. Okay, notice the tightness that's going on. Notice the maybe openness. Notice the knee, okay? Start to root down through the hands. You're going to start to kind of roll the shoulders underneath you, but more importantly, lift up the pelvic floor. That's Kegels, ladies. And then lift the belly in and up, and go ahead and lift that left foot off the floor. Nice, tall, strong spine for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Exhale, release that. Bend the knee. Bring it into your figure 4. Good. Go ahead from here. You can bring your hands into cactus. You can start to bounce that knee up towards you. Good. 3, and 2. Now from here, we're just going to exhale. So with the right foot on top, we're going to let the whole system, the whole figure 4 system, come down towards the right, but it's the, towards the left, but it's the right foot down. And then you start to scoot your shoulder blades together, maybe hands down. You can gaze over the opposite shoulder for 3 more full breaths. I hope you guys are well. Those who are just joining in. We're just doing some functional movements here, functional body movements before we start our little flow. Root down. Now with a strong core, you lift all the way back up. Okay? Before you release, you can feel the hips, feel that leg come straight up, and then exhale, release. Good. From here, long stretch, okay? You're going to long stretch through the entire body, so full body stretch. Maybe make a steeple teepee with your fingers, right? With your forefinger all the way back, kind of stretch it out. Good. From here, we're just going to go into a little banana before we come to the next one, and then before we get up. So the arms come way over to the right, okay? The head is kind of flush with the ears, and then the feet come way over to the right as well. So not way over, like your hips don't want to come up, your shoulders don't want to come up off the floor. Just as far as your edge can take you, I should have said, right? While keeping that flat plane. If you looked at me from the side here, or from the other side, it'd be relatively flat to the ground, right? You wouldn't be lifting any limbs off the ground. So really stretching, opening that left side, right? Even though we're breathing into the right side as well, that we're crunching. Last 2. And then inhale back to center. Good. And then exhale to the other side. You kind of move I just move my hips instead because my props are in my way. You're going to move the fingers over to the left. The ears are kind of touching, almost ping-ponging between the arms. And then you're moving your feet over to the left as well. You're opening that whole right side. So a little banana crescent pose. 3 and 2. As we inhale, we're going to bring it back to center, okay? And then exhale, we're going to do something similar. So I forgot which side we started with last time. So we're going to just do right side. Okay, so bring that right foot up, almost like you're coming into a high tree pose, but we're coming into that figure 4 again. So just as high as you can comfortably bring it up. And then we're going to bring our hands behind us, okay? And then from here, you're actually going to take if this is your right knee bent down here, you're going to take your left hand and bend it and just kind of grab the hand, the arm on the opposite side. From here, do that Kegel again. Do the Kegel, start to lift through the pelvic floor, lift through the belly, point the foot. 5 more breaths here. 5, 4, 3. Keep breathing. Nice and strong in the core. Did I say 3, 2? Inhale, exhale, release this. Go ahead and stretch it out one more time. We're actually going to roll over onto our belly. It's okay if you roll off the mat. You just do a quick sphinx here. Just a quick Sphinx. For 3. Can you see me? Am I in the camera too? And then as you exhale, roll all the way back over. Okay. So if we did the right on that first time, we're going to do the left here. Again, bring it into a figure 4, but it's almost like you're hiking it up, only if you can, kind of without needing to lift up and go and grab it, just if you can reach it. And then from here, okay, if the left foot is bent, that hand is going to stay straight. That arm, the right arm is going to bend and grab at the upper arm, kind of behind our head, like above our head. And from here, again, you find your core, you root down, lift up for 5. It's okay if you're shaking, keep breathing. 4, point the toes if it's easier. 3, and 2, exhale, release. You're going to roll, straighten out the legs, roll over to that other side, come right into Sphinx. Good. And then from here, push down, root all the way up to your tabletop. Okay, come on over. Hey guys, so nice to have you. And from here, you're going to come into your tabletop, okay? And then from here, just regular cats and cows. Now, you'll notice I've said it in a few different videos, I have a tendency to, when I'm doing down dogs and tabletops, to bring my hands out to the side. And that, for me, just opens the shoulders. I have a tendency over the last few years with Kello, like started all with nursing and then whatever, to round my shoulders. And then also with playing the mandolin, I kind of round that shoulder. So I like to open the heart a little more and bring it wide. It's totally up to you. If it feels better with fingers forward, just see the difference here. As you root down, okay, inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, cow pose. Exhale, drop the head completely. Okay, feel that stretch first. And then exhale, round the back a little. Do this 4 more times at your own pace. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, drop the head. 3 more. Okay. Good. From here, go ahead and tuck the toes. Come back to downward facing dog. Just going to take this off. It's not in my way. Okay, so downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk it out back there. Walk it out. And then from here, from your dog pose, find stillness. Find stillness. Start to bend the knees slightly. Come on the balls of your feet. Shoot the hips way back, right? So you can feel that long spine. Head and neck nice and loose. Root down. As you inhale, flow into your plank pose. Good. From here, nice and strong. You can lower down, chaturanga, halfway down, 3/4 of the way down, or drop your knees. Let the elbows come in as you lower. Good. You're going to inhale back into that Sphinx. Okay, back into the Sphinx. Really root down through the finger pads and just start to lift through the heart. Relax the shoulders. Relax the collarbone. Just nice and light in the Sphinx today, even though you're rooting down through the hands. 3 and 2. Good. As you exhale, come back through to your tabletop. Now here, I'm just going to offer you can either do the regular cat and cow, or I'm also just going to offer you to kind of open up the back sides of the feet that we usually don't do. So as you keep the toes untucked, rather, this is tucked, right? This is shoelace size, untucked. Root down and then start to lift a little bit. So you can inhale here into a cow, and then as you cat, you can actually almost turn it into an untucked down dog. Just notice if your feet like that. Cow, tuck through the cat. Good. Inhale, or rather keep it untucked through the cat. Good. 2 more. Just notice if the feet are liking that. Good. Last one. Awesome. From here, tuck the toes back to a regular downward facing dog. You can even bring the feet nice and wide. A sumo stance down dog. Okay? Back and forth and back and forth. Back and forth and back and forth. And then from here, bend the knees a little bit. Shoot those hips back. Nice and long in the arms, nice and long in the spine. Let the head and neck be an extension of that spine. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, drop the knees. Keep them wide. Bring the toes together. Let the head come all the way down. Go ahead, let it roll side to side. Good. From here, find your mantra. If it helps today, I am strength. I am flexibility. I am go with the flow. I am power. I am open to seeing different perspective. What is it that you need today? I'm open to patience. From here, come on to your hands and knees one more time. Go ahead, start to roll up onto your knees. Step that right foot forward, okay? And then tuck the back toes, lift up, come back into your warrior 2, okay? So from here, so we're doing warrior 2 on the right side. Just lift this up for a second. Warrior 2 on the right side. I'm just going to face you so that you can see me better. Okay, on that right side, root down and start to lift up. We're just doing this one time to straighten out. Feel your feet rooted down. Breathe in, and then as you exhale, settle in here. We're actually going to move into a side angle flow here just for a little bit. So as you bring that right arm, I just flipped around so you can see me better, but bring the right arm down. Open that left arm around, okay? We're going to then inhale, bring that left arm through, open up that right side. Kello, can you please tone it down, buddy? And you're going to inhale, side angle, open into that side angle. Good. So try to keep the legs the same. Try to keep your breath flowing through each change. Okay, you're going to do this about 5 to 10 times. And the hand here, the left hand, when it comes to this point, you can actually go through, pointing toward the camera. And then go ahead, start to straighten out that extended leg, okay? I'm just going to grab my blocks, but you can settle in and go into your Trikonasana here. Let that block come on the outside. You can use a chair as well if you need a prop here. Start to roll that left shoulder back, open up. Okay. Find your long-legged Trikonasana triangle pose. Shoulder blades back behind you. 3 and 2. And as you exhale, release that hand down. Start to bend back into the side angle. You're going to come forward into the lunge. I'm just going to switch my legs back now so you can see we're on the right side. Start to squeeze the legs in, okay? Ankle right below the knees. Squeeze those legs in. Root down. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you open up. 3 and 2, your version of lunge. Exhale, release. You can plant the hands, step back to downward facing dog, or you can come back to hands and knees and child. Okay, your choice here. Go ahead and walk it out. Walk out that dog. Feel the difference side to side. Inhale. Exhale, release into that down dog. Again, making sure you have extension in the spine and the arms. You can bend the knees to find that extension. Let the head and neck just hang in between the arms. 3 and 2. Inhale, release down. Go ahead and come into your knee down, exhale, or chaturanga is fine. Exhale, release. We're going to do a little bit more of functional stuff today. So go ahead from here. First, we'll just come up into our Sphinx. Once again, we're going to revisit this a few times. I did want to show you an exercise that I learned. If you do have sciatic pain, or if you do have any disc bulging, you can actually grab a sheet or a towel or a scarf and bring the towel or the scarf right on the low part of your hips, and then you just use your hands to really root down, and then you can come up into a cobra as long as the hips stay down and the shoulders lean back. Okay, this is encouraging the bulge, at least on me, to go forward. 2, inhale, and exhale all the way down. And it should help, just as something you can try if you have sciatic pain going down your legs. Go ahead from here. We're going to pop up onto our forearms, okay? And now from here, we tuck the toes so that the knees lift. So now we're in a forearm plank. We're going to let the heels come over down to the right. And then as we place our right forearm down, we can bring our left hand onto the hip, maybe even open up the hand. Go ahead, bring it back down. Place the forearms down. Just turn the feet to the opposite direction. Right? You're in your side plank. Open up. Bring the hand down just a second each side. Good. Roll over to that first side. Okay. The feet are kind of opposite, rooting down, lifting those hips. Hand can come up. Exhale. Just one more. Exhale. That second side. Lift the hips. Strong in the core. Hand can come up. Exhale. All the way down. Go ahead. Drop it down. One more cobra or sphinx, your choice, or up dog. And then exhale. Back down through your child's pose or downward facing dog. I didn't tell you we were going to do core work today. I'll change that in the description. Okay, from here, we're going to drop the knees, bring our hands to our hips, and then we'll do that left side now. So bring that left foot forward. Go ahead, tuck the toes, lift up, and exhale. I'm going to confuse the heck out of you. I should have done the other side. Well, that's okay. I'll just stay here. I'll be uneven. As you exhale, you're going to come down onto that opposite side. Okay, so yeah, you guys saw me do the other side. I'm just going to flip over so that I'm even now for you guys. Like, should have done that the first time. All right, so here, as you kind of tuck into your left side, so I'm opposite again to you, you're going to tuck that left bum underneath you, okay? So you feel the really strong right foot rooting down. I know I look opposite to you, rolling up, and then the hand can come up, and then overhead. Good. From here, you're just getting a feel for your side angle. I'm sorry, you know what we didn't start with? We started with before. Go ahead and straighten everything up here. I love doing that. Straighten everything up first before you come into your warrior 2 shape. That way you just get a foundation of the length of your feet, right? Good. And then as you tuck, now you're a little more prepared, right? You open in the heart. You're releasing that shoulder back. So then when the hand comes overhead, right, you root down. Keep the legs the same. You open up. So that right hand comes forward, left overhead. And you go back and forth, right? Stretching that whole side hip. Open over to the other side. Few times, right? I said between 5 and 10. Okay, from here, straighten out that leg, right? Start to open out through the hands. Lean over, release down, and then lift and open and lengthen into your Trikonasana, wide-legged Trikonasana. Memorized all my son's cartoon songs. 3 and 2. Good. Root down here. Bend into that leg. Go ahead and release it. That's what we did the first time. And then I think I turned for you the last time to make it even. I can't quite remember, but I think that's what we did. Okay, so back to that normal side now. Okay, the left side as you kind of windmill down and dropped into your lunge. You're going to inhale, open the leg. Exhale, release it. Good. Inhale, lift and open the leg. Exhale, release it. Root down. Inhale, open the leg. Exhale, release it forward. Root down. Inhale, open. Exhale, release it forward. Good. Squeeze the legs in. Maybe you stay here as you just open. Okay, squeeze the legs and kind of root down to feel that Shushumna, the energy center on the center. Maybe you release the hands. Maybe you bring them up to your full lunge. 3 and 2. And then exhale all the way down. Go ahead, step back to down dog. Or just come into your tabletop or child's pose. Okay? For a moment, take 3 breaths. To rest, you can walk out the dog. You can just hang out in dog. Or come back to your child. Head down is fine. Okay, breathe into the calves. Even if your heels can't come all the way down, you can come on the balls of your feet and kind of just draw the heels down. 3. Good. And 2. Awesome. As you exhale, draw forward into plank. Another time. Exhale, drop the knees. Now from here, we're actually going to go on the forearms again. Okay, come on to the forearms. Now, if you can do this with tucking the toes, and you're going to start to lift one leg behind you, stay in that forearm plank, lift the other leg. I'm just going to drop my knees and modify as you bring that left foot up. Inhale. Okay, you're still treating this as if it's a plank. Okay, nice and strong in the core and in the belly and the back. Inhale, straighten that leg. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Just one more time each side. 3. Good. Release that down. Lift it up. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, lower all the way down. One more time. Bring your hands wide. So like a little tiny cobra, or if it feels good to you, all the way up into a push-up cobra. Relax the shoulders. Good. Lift the heart. 2 more. Cool. As you exhale, release all the way down. Head can come down. You can release the hands. You can turn to one side. Okay, I think you can see me. Exhale. Just start as the palms are down. Just let the hips wiggle side to side. Good. From here, you're going to start to bring the feet together. Bring the feet together. And then start to turn your head down. So let the forehead come down, nice and strong in the spine. As you squeeze those legs together, super strong, and the palms help, you're just going to lift and lengthen. Good. And then start to lift the head. And if it feels good, lift those hands. It's a little hard for your shoulders. You can pull it into cactus. Okay, 3 and 2. Inhale, last one. Lift it up 1 inch. Exhale, head down. Release the feet. Turn your head to the opposite side and wiggle the hips. Awesome. As you inhale, turn back to center. Hands come down to the chest. Lift it up. You're back in tabletop. Okay, from here, you're going to find that strength in tabletop. Lift that back leg up and over. The left leg up and back. Okay, from here, Go ahead and bend into that cat pose. Good, lift and lengthen. Stretch it out, cat pose, drop the head. Good, a few more times. Inhale. Good, inhale. Last few times. Okay, from here we're going to hold it out. We're going to bring that right arm, extend it out. Go ahead, bend the left knee. Wrap around if you can. Grab the ankle, grab the top of the foot. Root down, lift through the belly. 3 and 2. Inhale, stretch it out again. Exhale, release. Shake it out side to side. Awesome. From here, bring it together, right? Squeeze in. Drop that right hand. Actually, both hands, sorry. We're not doing the balance today. And then we're going to inhale that right foot behind us. Breathe in. Exhale, bend the knee. Drop the head round into your cat. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, head down, round. Stretch it out, inhale. Few more times. Good, inhale. Awesome, last one, inhale. And release. From here, hold it. Bring that left hand out in front of you. Reach that right foot behind you, right leg. Good. From here, bend the back knee. Reach around. Grab the foot. Grab the ankle. Open up. Extend through. Lifting the heart. Squeeze the legs together, even in this position too. Inhale. Reach it back out. Good. Exhale. Your choice. Back to child's pose, or tuck the toes up and back. Downward facing dog. You can flow here if you want. Exhale, lower down. Or you can just stay in down dog. Roll it back, nice cobra. Soft and low or big, it's up to you. And then exhale, 5 breaths in your child's pose or down dog. You can walk your hands together if you're in child's pose, or if you're in puppy pose. Let the hands come into prayer as you lift up the hands and point them toward the ceiling. And exhale. Release down. Good. Go ahead and start to walk onto your shins again. Hands to the hips. And then step to the top of your mat. Go ahead and root down into your mountain. Lift and lengthen. Exhale right down through heart center. Good. A few times here. Root down through the feet. Feel that solidity. Exhale right down. So I want you to feel, as you're doing this one more time, the rooting down, the kind of gripping down of your feet as they're growing roots, literally, just like trees, into the earth. But then you also can lift in the opposite direction. Notice how the core stays nice and strong through the whole thing. It's your core, right? It's giving you stability. Just checking the time here. Okay. As you root down, lift all the way up one more time. Exhale right down through heart center. Go ahead from here, start to shake it out. Shake out those feet, shake out those hands. Okay. From here, we're going to find some balance poses. Okay, so come over into the left side. And you're going to start to, from here, as you root down that left side and mount it, start to bring that right foot up, that right knee up. You're going to hold underneath the knee. Now you can put your back right to the wall here. You can also put your left hand at the wall. But see if you can stay here, nice and strong. Again, rooting down. If you're wobbly like this, you're going to root down like you're standing on an important piece of paper. Root down, lift up tall. We're going to be here 5 breaths, but we're going to be here longer than that. So see if you can hold on. 3 and 2. Now as you inhale, of course the full advanced posture of this, by the way, you can drop it for a second, is the peace fingers come and hold the toes, and then you reach through. Only if you can straighten that and straighten the spine without bending one or the other, okay? Otherwise you're just here. So from here, you're going to start to open the hip. And once your hip is out, you drop it, and then you can gaze over the opposite shoulder. And of course, if you're doing the full posture, you just lift it from the side, go out to the side, drop that hip in the same way, and then maybe open up the hand for balance, only if you need it. 3 and 2. Come back if you've fallen out, please. Inhale, come back to center. Even if you are just having the foot, I want you to bring your hands to your hips. Stand strong, kick it out for 3 more. I'll shorten it. 2. Inhale, lift it one more time. Exhale, release that, shake it out. Students love when I do Padangusthasana, don't you? Utthita Hasta? I know, you love it. Shake that up. Okay, as you come over to that second side, remember the modifications, okay? So we're either going to hold under the knee, open out to the side, drop the hip, come back, release it, or you're going to hold the foot, the toe, right? Open up to the side, drop that hip, but still stand strong, and then over to the side. Okay, and then when you come back, your foot's already here, and you can release it out, okay? I know that you love looking at my foot. My son just turned up the cartoon, that's fine. As you come over, you're going to start to root down through that right side, lift the knee up. Nice and strong in the spine. You don't want to lean forward, lean back, okay? From here, pick your poison. 2 more. Really strong. Step on that piece of paper, strong thigh. Open it out to the side. Sometimes I turn my hand on the inside so I can release. Get my hip out to the side some more. Good, wherever you are is fine. 3 and 2. Wherever you are in this posture, bring it back to center. Kick it out, even if your knee was bent. Kick it out any amount, even way down there is fine. But root down, real strong, hands on hips. Let the elbows come back, lift it up. 3. Keep breathing, strong breathing. 2. Inhale, lift it up one more time. Exhale, release. Shake it out, mamacitas. Shake it out. Awesome. From here, we're going to widen our stance, okay? Start to turn the feet out to the side. And as you bring them out to the side and the knees come right over the ankles, okay, you're going to dip one shoulder. Inhale, open. Dip the other shoulder. Inhale, open. Exhale. Good. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. 1 more each side. And then from here, root down, lift all the way up, nice and strong. So the toes are still pointing out, okay? We inhale, open the hand, bring them up into a steeple for a sec. Exhale, release just your elbows into cactus, into field goal, okay? Lift them up again. As you exhale, the knees do the same thing. Okay, how low can you go, sumo wrestler? Inhale. Can you come out into parallel legs with the mat? Good, inhale. Good. A few more. 2 more. How about we do 2 more? Last one. As you exhale, can you hold it? Bounce a little bit if you want. There's something else you want to do with your hands. Open them up. 3. You go lower. And 2. Good. As you exhale, you're going to bring the hands behind you. Bring the toes forward. Lift and lengthen. And then come all the way forward. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this with my back, so I'm just going to modify. Grab a block. Go ahead and roll all the way down, those who can. I mean, I want to do it, but I think my PT is going to watch and going to yell at me. Go ahead. And as you're down, right, the head is down. I don't know if you can see me at all, but my head is down.
And the arms are overhead. Arms are overhead. Okay. And then from here, release your hands down. And then come side to side in a squat. Obviously, you can do exactly what I'm doing if you need to modify. Okay? Side to side. Good. So your little spider woman moves back and forth. Come lower if you like. All right. So on one side, we're going to come all the way over to a squat on that one side. I'm going to be an old lady and use my chair. I'm actually going to do a chair. I think I mentioned this before, another chair, functional chair movement later this week. But you guys are down in a squat, in a yogi squat, okay? And so you can stay here in a yogi squat all the way down if you love that. If you want a modification, you can come here and actually just do almost like a side angle again, right, with the chair. I didn't tell you needed a chair, but I'm just giving you modifications for later. When you watch this video over and over. Okay, and then of course, those of you in the spider woman pose are going to come all the way over to the other side. And we'll just flip the old lady chair around. I'm just going to get stronger from whipping a chair around everywhere I go. All right, from here you're down. You're opening or you're just squatting deep into that right side. So nice. Opening, 3 and 2. Root down to lift. All the way up. Okay, so from here, coming to the top of our mat again, you can scooch the feet in. Hop it in. Come to the top of your mat. Bada boom. Alrighty. So from here, we can do one flow if you like it, just to clean the slate. Inhale it. Exhale all the way down. Go ahead, knees can come down. Plant the hands, step back. Back to downward facing dog. From here, guys, if you'd like to open the hips a little more with me, you may drop the knees if you need to modify and open that way. My right hand comes down, my left knee opens. Or if you're in that full down dog, you can open the left hip. I'm going to drop my right forearm down, open up. Good. And then exhale, release. Nothing fancy. We're just going to switch sides. Okay, bring that forearm down. Right, left side, open up right hip. Good. Exhale, release. So good. Come down onto the knees. You're going to come into a hero pose. If you need some prop underneath you, that's fine. Okay, for hero, you're going to bring your hands behind you. Start to maybe fingertips. Maybe you can get the entire hand flat. Fingers forward. We're just going to open the heart here. As you push forward, again, if you need the fingertips down and lift, that's fine. If you need to open the heart and then drop the head back, bring that underbite into it. Good. And then roll yourself back up. Awesome. So you're going to do things a little wind downy. Sometimes I do this at the beginning, but we're going to do it now. Go ahead and bring yourself into a hero if that's comfortable. Otherwise, you can sit. Give me a sec.
Lucky girls, hello.
Okay.
Lucky.
Apparently I'm too loud for him. I said it couldn't go past 12 and it was at 50 volume. Alright, so from here, we're going to just stretch the neck up before we come down, okay? So as you place the left hand down, open up that right side. Relax the shoulder back. Again, you can do this seated as well, okay? Relax that shoulder back. And then you can start to open up through the fingertips. Lift through the chin. You can even wiggle the fingertips. 3 and 2. Root down to lift up.
Exhale, feel the difference. Okay, just feel that little difference here. Relax the shoulders, lift through the belly. And as you exhale, that right hand goes down. Relax that left shoulder back. Keep breathing in and release out. Keep breathing in and release out. And then from here you can release, or reach rather, the fingertips away, the left fingertips away, open through the chin. Good. And then root down, come back up. Feel the difference. Okay? From here, rolling circles backwards. Okay, get a little arm energy going. And they can even come smaller and faster. Good. Start to slow it down, reverse it. Do it forward. Notice how it's pulling on different things in your upper back, your face, your chest. Okay, just getting used to the circles here. Smaller, faster. Reach out through the fingertips. Lots of arm energy here. Firing up that kundalini a little bit. Slower. And then release. Go ahead and open up. 5 pumps back. 5, 4, opening the heart. 3, 2. As you inhale, that left arm goes up. Right hand behind you. If you cannot touch your fingers behind you with ease, okay, like if you're all crunched up, I want one hand on the head, one hand behind you, on palm out behind the heart. Okay, so you're kind of pushing into the back side of the heart, and then you're opening this left elbow, pushing into the head and just reaching back just slightly. Opening through. Hold on, Kel. 3. Right? Feel that arm energy. Wow, it's on shoulder energy too. As you inhale, open up. Little release in the center. Just feel that difference on that left side. Okay. As you inhale, you're going to open up. 5 more pumps. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let that left hand come down. Right hand come up. You're going to try to grab the hands, but if they don't do it with the elbow pointing straight up and with the, upper back not folding forward, you're just going to bring one hand to the head, palm toward the head. The other hand is facing the opposite way. So the palm is facing out. The back of the hand is facing the heart from the back. And open that right elbow. Good. Relax that left shoulder. Lift through the belly. Lift through the head. Get an extension in the head. Lean back a little into that hand. Should be nice and strong in the arms here. 3 and 2. Good. Inhale. Open it up. Release it. Feel that different side to side. Good. Go ahead and shake out the hands. And just like we did in a previous video last week, somewhere in the 30s, 35, 4 maybe. You're just going to let that left hand come face towards you, palm facing you, and just kind of drop through the wrist, okay? And then the opposite way. We won't spend as much time here as we did last time, but just a little encouragement to do this every day or some function of it, even if you press every finger back towards you, right, a little bit. Release that. Hand flops down, releasing the wrist on the front side. Okay, breathing into that. And then opening the palm away from you, letting all the fingers bend forward as you start to straighten the elbow. Good. As you exhale, come onto your seat and then roll onto your back. Let me just move this back down again. Okay. As you roll down, okay, and let the knees come in, reach through the arms, roll back and forth. You're going to exhale, place the feet onto the mat. You're going to release the arms down, okay, palms down. Start to roll them underneath you just to feel that nice support for a sec. Take a breath in. Exhale, release. Good. Feel that calm, that strength, but also that calm come over you. Inhale. As you exhale, root down through the hands, root down through the arms. Start to lift those hips high. Roll the shoulders underneath just a little so we have a nice foundation. Root down through the feet. Keep lifting high. Find that place where your body is nice and straight and strong. Reaching the knees away from you. Really rooting down still through the hands. 3 and 2. As you exhale, release all the way down. If that was a lot for you, you can stay here. You can start to bring the feet up. If you want to do one more, stay with me. Inhale. As you exhale, root down. Start to lift through your bridge. You're going to keep that left foot nice and planted. Reach the right foot away so the thighs are still in line with each other. Okay, 3, 2, on 1. Go ahead and lift it all the way up. Last one. Reach through the heel, reach through the toes. Exhale all the way down. Keep your right foot planted. Keep the thighs in line, but still a block size away with the knees. Last 2. Point through the foot. Last one. Inhale, open it up all the way. You can reach through the heel, reach through the toes. Inhale. Exhale back together. Exhale, release it down. You can bring the knees towards you, or you can just widen the feet a little bit and rock side to side. You can open up into cactus. Just let those feet, those knees, windshield wipe side to side, and as you drop them over to the right, leave them there. Let the ankle, heel, and always say that, come on top of the knee. So you can really allow this left hip to kind of stretch and release down. See if you can release some tightness in the knee, in the thigh. Good. Last one. Release that heel down. Lift it back up. Just back and forth one time until you bring them over to the left. Once your knees are there, the heel comes on top of the knee, and you release that entire hip and knee down. Only if it feels good. If it's too much, it's probably enough just to let the knees go to one side. Inhale. And as you release that, okay, one more time, windshield wipe if it feels good to you. Good. Any last posture that feels good to you, even if it's shaking the knees, the legs to the ceiling, go for it. And then we're just going to settle into our Shava, guys. So take a nice, relaxed position. Release into your Shavasana. Stay here for a few moments, scanning the body. If you're watching the replay, you can pause it. Stay here for a long time. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchitananda Murtaye Nishrapanchaya Shantaya Nirampaya Tejase
Deepen your breath. Coming back to the feelings of your body. Wiggling body parts and the face and the limbs. And as you roll up, come to seated, eyes closed, hands together at the heart. As you take a deep breath in, whether it's just of the air around you or the essential oils that you're diffusing of peppermint and orange, relax your shoulders on an exhale and just be grateful for your practice. If you couldn't find anything earlier, the beginning of practice, be grateful that you had the courage to come to your mat today. We'll end on one sound of peace, listening or joining in. Thank you guys so much for your patience with me and my quarantine situation. And thank you for showing up. Thank you for your community. Thank you for your contribution. And we'll see you bright and early tomorrow. Bye-bye.